Having received approximately 12,000 messages, I feel like it's my duty to inform you all that Humble Bundle right now has a complete CK2 blowout sale. This is the cheapest CK2 has ever been. So if you don't buy this, what the fuck are you doing? What are you playing at? Oh, I can't say that in the first 30 seconds of the video. You know what? We're rolling with it. This isn't sponsored. I didn't give a shit. You can pay approximately $1 or 82 cents, the original equivalent, to get the game Crusader Kings 2, you might have heard of that, along with 5 major DLC packs. Oh, come on. Let's not kid ourselves here. Or you can pay $15 or £12.33 in your original equivalent to get Holy Fury, Reaper's Due, Jade Dragon, Monks and Mystics, Conclave, and all of this other garbage as well that I completely didn't talk about because it's not really relevant anymore. Bearing in mind, you don't get the face packs, you don't get the flag packs, you don't get the unit packs. You're getting about 1% of the DLC here, but it's all the important stuff. It's all the good stuff. It's all the important stuff. More importantly, because Humble Bundle is a nice and good and just website. Also, I'm a Humble partner, by the way. Did I forget to mention that? You can support charity. You can support charity. You can support charity. Support charity. But generally, you can actually support charity or Paradox, or you can pay, Humble, which I believe is owned by IGN, so maybe let's support charity, huh? Maybe let's support charity, huh? You can pay as little or as much as you like. Obviously, if you cross these certain thresholds, you do get more DLC, you get everything else going on here. So I definitely recommend, at least if nothing else, picking this up, buying it for your friends. Put a burden on them as well. Make them pay 100 and I believe it is £80 right now for CK2 and all the DLC. Because once you get involved with fucking Glitterhoof, oh, I've just said that now, I can't take that back. Once you've got involved with that, you're going to be hooked. You're going to be hooked, trust me. And again, it's a really good deal, and you can support charity with it, jokes aside. So, you know, just do that. It'd be a shame for people to miss out. Just get on that. Welcome back, everybody, to the adventures of Antecedent Extremely of the Kingdoms of the Sons of the First Dawn. The name's getting a little bit complicated, I will admit. We might need to cut some of that out. Last episode, we went to war with a whole bunch of people. We took back Sardinia and actually kept it for ourselves this time, because I feel like the Knights of Sardinia had their chance and sort of might have fucked it up a little bit. We are, of course, now the king of the Sons of the First Dawn. We made ourselves a titular kingdom level title there, just because I thought it would look kind of cool, us having that sort of, that Holy Order theocracy frame there. Now, a lot of you guys last episode were suggesting a whole bunch of stuff, and it got really, really popular. Some of those comments, a lot of you seem to agree with. So I've gone ahead and straight up added the features. So a couple of people were asking for ways to, you know, sort of go on an Inquisition, go on a bit of a Purge, that type of thing. Maybe try and recruit certain characters, you know, remove their evil ways and bring them back to the side of the light. Don't worry, we'll get onto that in a minute. Another thing I've done as well is add a new angel system, but that can wait for the timing. Did I seriously not set up the council in between episodes here? Oh, it's just a cartographer, right? That's not important. Thank you very much for your help. We have an enemy planning to invade, so Mercia, that's fine. They're going to invade within the next 2 years. We've got to upgrade our castle in Sanctus Dei or our tribe in Sanctus Dei to a castle, and the Citadel, the first tribe, to a castle. I mean, that would kind of make sense there. Special minor titles grantable, and oh shit, we're uncrowned, right, because we're a king level title. So what we can do is, when we're at peace next, we just agreed to join a war with France. We've agreed to obviously back them in a war against this guy here. Demigod, son of Hades, Strategos, that man, the mountain. We'll try and stop him in a minute, and I think we should be able to manage that quite well, seeing as he's got 3,000 men. In fact, we can see all of his goddamn troops there. We'll deal with that in a minute. That's not a big deal. After that, then we can get crowned. Apparently, you also got the Duchy of Sardinia, which I feel like we should probably make at this stage, huh? So, with the new features, there were a lot of things actually suggested yesterday that I really, really liked. You guys have got some good suggestions there. And this will obviously appear in the final version of the mod, whenever the hell that is, or I'll update on the Steam Workshop at some stage. So say, for example, just hypothetically, there's a heretic somewhere. And you know, I'm kind of taking a disliking to heretics. I think a lot of you guys have as well. Here's Satan, Lucifer, the fallen angel. There is Angelic Blood, and obviously Fallen Angel 2. We can now go on an Inquisition. If there's a particular character who is obviously, you know, pretending to be a god, pretending to be some sort of deity, maybe has some divine power that they've gotten via evil means, we, as members of the Benedictine Order, as a Holy Order, as a theocracy, can launch an Inquisition against them. You can see all the different sort of necessary conditions for that there. We need 500 devotion, we need to be a ruler, we can't be on an Inquisition cooldown, blah, 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 blah. So we can launch an Inquisition right now against Satan. We're not going to do that. It's obviously fairly risky launching any sort of Inquisition full stop, but against someone quite as powerful as him with a high intrigue to it, you might see it coming. That could be a bit risky. Now, another thing as well, we might want to also... You know what I've done. You know what I've done. We've burned the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean. We can try and redeem the spirit of this here heathen. This man, Ririan the Determined of Asturias, of the Celtic deity pantheon there, Lu's son. Wow, so that's actually the high god Lu's son there. In our prison, we can try and cleanse his soul. We can try and redeem him. So why don't we kick that off? Why don't we kick it off with a bit of good old-fashioned soul redemption? Let's purge the heretic. Does cost 500 devotion to go, which can be quite expensive. Obviously, we can only do this 4 times. And bear in mind, we're conversers, and we've been part of this society for years. So it's not a cheap thing to do here. And it's also risky. Of course, any sort of religious ritual to try and drive this possessed man spirit and redeem him would be very risky here. After sending word to your brothers in the order, many of the most senior Catholic officials have gathered to begin the process of purging the heretic within your prison. Begin the ritual, or this is too risky. But is it? I mean, it's literally a 50-50 here. Wow, that's very impressive. Let's begin the ritual. Ah, wow, we actually did it. The ritual was a success, and whatever unholy power was present in this creature has been purged. You can see he has indeed now lost the trait demigod. This gives us, I think, a goddamn fighting chance, huh? Judgment is upon the world. We can kill him. We gain successful purge, but that is, of course, also merciless. Catholics will appreciate us more, but the general opinion, so the general public, anybody who's not, well, to be honest, everybody who's not Catholic will get -5 opinion, and then obviously same religious opinion plus 10 actually equals +5, because we get -5 with everyone anyway. So it's +5 opinion with Catholics, -5 opinion with everyone else, or we can just release him. You know what, we can say that's fine, we don't have to worry about getting that extra marshal maybe, and we can just let him go. He is being cleansed, he can live his life, or we can join him. We can get him recruited and bring him on board here. I think we should just take him out, to be honest. This is the son of the high god of the Celtic pantheon. And my god, am I still vengeful over the end of Brother La Baguette? Goodbye. He's gone. He is dead. Riri and the Determined of Astoris was executed by Ray Extremely. We drained the power from him, kind of risky, and then we were able to kill him dead. Goodbye, my friend. The immortal blood of Archdruid. Oh my god, he actually got the, oh no, that was just the sort of god's blood there. Cool. So, of course, we can also launch Inquisitions as well, but we can't do now the Purge for quite a long time. So even if we are successful in our Inquisition against, say, Satan, even if we do get him into our prison, we can't do anything with him for quite some time, because otherwise, you know, they'll put too much of a strain on our poor boy here. So why don't we focus on dealing with this war against Hades' son, and then we'll focus on, you know, getting ourselves crowned, fighting off this rebellion, whatever else, and of course expanding our own realm. We do have 5,000 favor with China still. They're unfortunately still expansionists and they're still great famines, so unfortunately we can't get them to invade anybody at all. They have to be at least stable and they not have to have. So this is going to have to go and this is going to have to change. Maybe when this guy dies, then it'll flip over, but obviously the Mongols have only just come in control of the Chinese throne there. How's Temujin doing out of interest? 115,000 men. I've not really been checking up on that too much. Oh my god, he's already at the Black Sea. That is the... Oh, that's the Caspian Sea. Sorry, that one's the Black Sea. Oh, I mean, he's kind of closer. He is very much going to butt heads with Perun in Russia very, very soon. Oh, the other thing as well. People have been asking me to do this for a couple episodes. I thought I did it last episode, but I think I edited it out. People want to see the religious map mode. Oh god, why did you want to see the religious map mode? This is horrendous. Okay, we'll start in the north then. Old Jotnar, so the giants have almost been entirely purged by Thor and Odin there. That's fairly impressive stuff, and that's sort of a little bit true to, I was going to say history, but true to mythology, huh? They've actually managed to remove most of the ice giants there. A lot of it's still hanging on, like Old Jotnar, quite far north in northern Iceland there, with Old Jotnar, and obviously, of course, very northern Scandinavia. What else have we got? What are we looking at in terms of, a little bit Germanic there, and of course, northern Scotland, Shetland, Orkney, that type of area. Druidic, obviously, dominating the sort of Celtic areas there. Most of Western France, almost the entirety of the Iberian Peninsula has been converted super, super quickly. My god, I assume the Sunny Faith's moral authority is just in the toilet then. To be fair, they lost a lot of land to the Cometics, and they lost a lot of land to the Druids as well. We'll have to check on the moral authority tab in a second in the ledger to sort of see how they're doing. Their sort of holdout is obviously now Persia, Arabia, that sort of area. Tengri. That's to be expected, really. They are, I mean, obviously, Tengri is on the map, so you kind of expect their moral authority to be quite high. The Reformed Slavic, that's what that is, by the way, Rodin New Vera, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean, is still dominating, but there are still a couple of old Slavic sort of distant holdouts there. Maybe they don't quite believe this is Perun or whoever the hell is in charge of the Pantheon right now. Catholicism really knocked on its arse a bit hard. I can't believe how far. We've got Cathar, we've got Waldensian building up quite highly. I hope one of those doesn't become the dominant religion, otherwise that would suck for us. Oh, there's me trying to find someone who is Waldensian to check. We'll have to check the moral authority in a minute. And what are we doing with Catholicism? 33%. It's actually not as bad as I thought. You've got to remember we've also got an antipope, so that's a minus 30% off the bat. If we were able to deal with the HRE, which honestly is one of our biggest opponents here to religious sort of unification, if we deal with the HRE and get rid of this antipope, we could potentially get this up to 60, 70% quite comfortably. That's probably not a bad idea. Now, one thing I am concerned about that I haven't really mentioned is we're 89. We're not immortal. We're not immortal. We get a lot of bonus health from obviously, you know, having our angelic blessings and whatnot. We get +8 health. That by no means means we're immortal. We can still get the plague and potentially die. We've got wounded as well. We've got, oh, was that from the Purge? We might have got that because obviously it is quite a risky thing there. Anyway, I'm wasting too much time. You've seen the religion map mode. It's a mess. I don't know what we all expected here. It's a mess. I will just double check the ledger very quickly for those of you who are interested in that. Keyboard shortcut doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Right. We want to go to religions and then let's sort by moral authority. So, in charge, we've got Druidic. Unsurprisingly, the ones with their gods on Earth happen to be dominating here. Archer Dominal II, Zeus, we've got Perun, we've got Odin, of course, all at 100% moral authority there. Kemetic, doing pretty well as well. Kind of surprised they're only at 80%, seeing as they also defeated Apophis. Hindu Orthodox is doing extremely well, all things considered. How the hell are they doing so well compared to Catholicism? Oh, to be fair, Catholicism, of course, would be higher if it wasn't that bloody anti-pope. Historian Mythos, how are, the ones I'm interested in are Cathar and Waldensian. How are they doing right now? Waldensian still at 20%, Cathar at 20%. Okay, we've got nothing to worry about for the time being in terms of, you know, maybe being overthrown in terms of some religious uprising. Let's get our troops together. Oh my god, we really don't have many troops right now, huh? What big war did we just fight? It was the war, I remember there was war against Satan, and then we also had to repel that other Norse invader, wasn't it? Trying to get the rest of Sardinia. But it's really taken a toll on us here. Maybe after we've repelled this guy, we need to sort of sit around for a while, let our troops rebuild, because this is very, very dangerous. I'm kind of getting a little bit concerned that we're just putting a massive target on our backs, really. Let's get you guys on the boats. Let's get all the boats together. So how much gold we got? 689. I guess if push comes to shove, we take out a loan, which of course the lowest temple vassal opinion, which when you're a holy order is probably a bad idea. But we'll take out a big old loan, and we could just hire, like, the Roman legions, whatever else. Ah, my good friend Bourdoin has converted, I don't know if that's how you say that, has converted to the Catholic faith. Faith? Praise God. Thank you, my good friend. I appreciate that one a lot. Right, okay. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought we had less troops than that. Let's merge these boys together and let's quickly go and help out here. Now, a lot of you have pointed out quite rightly here that in terms of commanders, we are stretched super, super thin. It's essentially just us now. Now that we've lost Archangel a little bit, now that he's been sent back to the Kingdom of Heaven, we are kind of struggling for decent commanders. Now, we do have a lot of commander slots, and there might be a good argument for joining back into the Knights Templar just because we can hire, you know, holy commanders from those guys. What I've really got to remember to do is keep a close eye on, say, join court, yes, people of my religion, and inviting the guys with like 20 plus martial to our court and just trying to sort of keep a close eye on them. Honestly, that's not a bad idea to start that now. They all love us. You know, any Catholic is going to love us a huge amount because of everything we've done for the realm. So let's get all of you guys. Oh, this guy's a demigod. What? Who are you? Arpad demigod? Oh, it's like Perun's grandson. Right. Oh my god, he's not even a demigod. He's like 75% god. Impressive stuff. So it's just his Arpad blood that sort of watered him down there. Well, let's bring him on board. Hey, you know those guys get the big old bonuses to damage and everything else too. So I'm kind of surprised we've got a Catholic demigod. I'm sort of sure Perun's a little bit pissed about that. Seems like the perfect guy to be leading our armies though, huh? Anyway, let's sack all of you guys. Thank you for your service, but you are really just really garbage. I'm going to be honest, you're all just shit. Get out of here. Right, now we're looking a lot better, huh? Oh my god, that does look a lot more comfortable. Almost all of our commanders are above 20 besides this one dude here. This guy knows Way of the Leopard, which is even nicer, especially flying around, you know, sort of the Alps and that sort of area. Okay, extremely on the center. Let's go for my good friend, Robert. He is Lightfoot leader. I guess that's not too bad. Yeah, we've got a decent amount of light infantry, as you can see. Addon, Way of the Leopard, also apparently a Dragonborn, and also Lightfoot leader. Damn, these guys are good. These guys are good. I'm honestly genuinely quite surprised at that. Let's take out these guys. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for ruining my day here. This guy's improved relations with us. Great. Glad to hear it. Now, who's leading the troops? Is it a demigod? Oh, I guess it's Hades' son, so of course it's going to be a goddamn demigod. What's he got? Levy size plus 50%. Oh, they get no... Wait, they get no leadership bonuses if they're a demigod. Their god's blood runs too thin. Okay, so we can fight this guy and really have nothing to worry about. That was what I was concerned about. Even though we've got the superior troops, even though we've got these great commanders, if it's a god on the center, they would just melt us, as we saw when we were fighting Perun. Let's do it. Okay, this is looking promising already to say that his center's fallen that quickly. Oh, that's good. Well, it's not as quick as I was kind of expecting. We did lose a tenth of our troops. 53%. You're welcome, by the way, HRE. We've got you back here, my friend. Sorry, France. Oh, I don't really give a shit about the HRE. In fact, they're doing a lot of damage to our faith right now. 88%. A disaster has happened at the steel furnace in the Citadel of the First. Oh, God. Some workers died and the infrastructure is falling apart. We need that furnace. Otherwise, how are we gonna, you know, be able to supply our troops with gear and weapons? 20. Okay, so where are they sieging from? They've also got a rebellion. Ah, Cathar uprising. Let's deal with that while we're here. Deus Vult. Good lord, you guys can get the hell out. I thought we were fighting I thought we were fighting a god then. I swear to God he had glowy eyes. Okay, so that's all that's left of their army. Maybe... Oh, there we go. We're done. You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome. If we can get to our prison, we could have... we could obviously purge the heretic, cleanse the unclean and all of that. Right, okay, good. Let's get back to our home territory. Time to find another employer. Put our troops down for the time being. Are there any other laws we want to pass? Oh my god. Oh, right, we're a kingdom level titan now, aren't we? Of course. We could go, obviously, papal investiture seems the most straightforward one there. We go for Corpus Aurelius Civilis, which gives us a little bit more domain size. It gives Burger vassal opinion, but the church dislike it. I do like the +1 domain size, though. That's genuinely all we're getting out of things here. The burghers like it a lot, the church dislikes it, feudal vassals are indifferent to it that time around. Although that one gives domain size... Oh man, that would be the best one to go for. We need to start working up to that then. What about the militarization? That gives minus 15%. Why can't we go for that? Now, someone said read this one carefully, but to be honest, I don't really see the downside to it. Balance between stability of the ram and its militarization. Holy orders can become mercenary bands. Well, it's not going to make us a mercenary band, though, is it? 2 people against that. Oh, shit. Immediately? Really? Oh, right, it's because we have an empty seat. Well, it doesn't matter, because they've already... Oh, we had 2 empty seats. That's why people were against it. Robert, welcome on board. Let's get us out a new steward as well. So that has just increased our levy size by another 15%. That's huge. Oh, I mean, of course, we could pass crown law as well. I don't know why I was so afraid of doing that. Right, let's go for Corpus Iris Civilis, and then we'll try and go for Canonici as well towards the end there. That's going to take a while to get up to that. We don't need any more tech, do we? It's just going to be like, this is crown law. We need like 50 years or the next ruler to pass it. Fantastic. Okay, the ram is very, very strong. Unfortunately, our army's not so much, so we're going to have to spend some time, I think, licking our wounds, try and get back up to full strength here. We could potentially have like 26,000 men, so we've got way less than half our army. So I think let's take a breather. 1,280 gold in the treasury means we can donate to charity. Of course, we only did our duty converters. That is exactly what we're expected to do, and that is exactly what we will do. We should find a new core position. Actually, I'll give out all these honorary titles too. We've got a demi... Oh, right, it's Galiletto Madness. He can use some of his demigod magic that he learned before he converted to Catholicism to maybe try and treat us. I mean, you know, if he's a bishop, I kind of trust him here. You can be the treasury guard, and we'll do all of that in a minute. What I want to do is obviously organize a ceremony, and hopefully the Pope himself will come and crown us. I think that'd be kind of appropriate. Can also kick out our excess courtiers. Hopefully they won't remove our commanders. I mean, surely if they've got a minor title, they wouldn't leave. I know I've got some people that I hired to specifically try and get their artifacts from them when they die, so I won't do that for a while, but it's not like we need the gold, and that's the only reason I would ever hit that button, to be honest with you. Okay, let's do it. Organize the crowning. The time has come for me to be officially recognized as the ray of the sons of the first dawn. Only the Pope is fit to crown me. Does the Pope like us? I mean, I was kind of expecting him to like us more than that, given everything we've done for the faith, given that we are the only defender at this stage. He should say yes regardless, though, right? We're right next door anyway. This guy wants... Absolutely, buy my pouch of spices. Not interested. We apparently got... Oh! Someone died. Oh, man, that actually worked perfectly then. Speak of the devil. You know what? Speak of the devil. We should go on a bloody Inquisition in a minute, huh? Where's my... What happened to the Crown of Pearls, then? It did say we inherited it. Oh, we lost it. I guess we lost it on succession, then. There we go. To Ray extremely of the Science of the First Dawn, I should be glad to recognize your divine right to rule as soon as you donate what is due to the Church. Of course. Of course. It's not like I've done that already. Shall we go for an extravagant ceremony, or a dignified ceremony, or a private ceremony? Now, I know if you go too extravagant with it, it can be seen as, you know, fairly gluttonous, fairly greedy, fairly proud, which are, of course, all the vices of the Catholic Church. A dignified ceremony. That will do. We're not here to be... We're not here to be grandiose and pomp. That's money we could be spending on troops and you know, reclaiming all these lands. The time of my coronation draws near. Only a few more days before I'm crowned Ray before God and all my subjects. It will never be soon enough. This morning, a curious visitor. Oh, he's a wandering knight who's travelled to the Citadel after hearing news of my upcoming coronation. Welcome, my friend. He's not fantastic, but of course, you're welcome, Artau. A loyal servant. Late this evening, as the servants were clearing up our tables, Pope Innocentius decided to talk about my new responsibilities after the coronation. As a Catholic king, I will be sworn to care for the secular needs of all my subjects. Yes, because we're not doing that already. The world will never know a more devout Ray than me, of course. We can gain to learning, or empty words and nothing more and loose zealous. Why the hell would I do that? Let's go for the world will never know more. I mean, that sounds very pompous, doesn't it? Let's talk about the details. Fine, Pope. Tell us how to do that a little bit better. There we go. I kneel before the Pope, and there's a host of vassals surround us in complete silence. The Pope blesses me and places the royal crown upon my head, proclaiming me Ray of the Sons of the First Dawn by the grace of God. I am finally and truly Ray. Crowned by the Pope. Thank you. That's very, very nice. And not only that, we are also now ascended to the leaders of the Benedictine Order. Wow, that's very cool. So we're not only organizing the church, but we're also defending the church, and the king of one of the last sort of Catholic holder, and, you know, going on the aggressive on behalf of the church too. What does that give? Church opinion plus 10, vassal opinion plus 5. Jesus. This man is so good now. What a great... If this guy doesn't become a saint, I quit CK2 forever. I'm warning you now. How often did we try and get Brother Labaguette saint in that last series? It just took so goddamn long. Okay. China, any news? I mean, I think I've still got... Oh, I haven't got news from China turned on. Let's turn that back on so that we're notified straight away so that we can obviously go to war straight away. How long till this invasion? Potentially another 6 months or so. I think we'll just wait for this to fire off before we go on any more offensive campaigns or conquest. Just in case this guy gets a lot of men. He hasn't yet, but of course he can get a big bulk of event-spawn troops. Just keep a close eye on this guy. Damn, goodbye wife. You were very, very good. Given a lot of stewardship to the round there. She served diligently. Now we got to find a new wife. We can basically search the whole of the Catholic realm. I'm looking for someone with high... let's go women. My religion. I'm looking for someone with high stewardship. She won't join us. She is unmarried though. Oh, she's also 65. Fine. She's a nun. She's a nun. She is... let's get married. No, that would probably help out a little bit, huh? 21. Again, we can't really... Oh, shit. They're like Carlings have become nuns. Fine. Let's go for you then, I guess. Oh, she's also 67. God damn it. You'll do. Bonnie. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Let's invite her to court because we're on an island. I mean, everybody lies over the ocean, huh? Arranged marriage. Let's get you on board. Nice. Thank you very much. And that should... Oh, okay, that was very lucky. How long until our fortress is done, then, I guess is my next question. I feel like we've been building this goddamn thing for ages. 54.6%. What is this? It's currently an ongoing Reconquest war. We can join that. Oh my god, they actually launched a goddamn Reconquest against Zeus. And who is this? 6,200 men of the Reconquista. Spawned in Exalted, which I couldn't think of anything more perfect there. Character seemingly blessed and glows with religious fervor. Personal combat skill plus 25. Month piety 0.5. Same trait opinion, obviously, or everything else there. And this lady, the Lady of Castile, the Queen of Castile, also trying to do the Reconquest. Absolutely, we're going to back that. Now, I'm not sure how much I can help out with an invasion target around within the next sort of few months here. Literally in the next 2 months. So, let's make sure that's going to go through first before anything else. Oh, God. Your acquaintance... Oh, who is this guy? It's like Satan's... Oh, God. Satan's son got burnt at the stake. Impressive stuff. Now, another thing a lot of people asked me to do, that I actually forgot to mention at the start of the episode that I have implemented, there was obviously a lot of gods just being assassinated, or at least a couple of very important gods just dropping down dead randomly. So what I've done is I've added to the god trait plot power defense. It doesn't make any sense that a god would be at a feast and get poisoned by wine, or a god would walk into a barn full of manure and be blown up. They're gods, for Christ's sake. So I've given them all 1,000 defense against plot powers, 1,000% against plot power there. So hopefully we won't see any more blowing up Zeus's, or blowing up Satan's, or blowing up anyone else's. Oh, not again. It's a new Pope, Pope Nicholas, declaring a... restore Christendom to the place of the world. Pope wants to send our faithful Christian men against Italy. I wish my fellow Christians luck. Can't we join them? Oh, it's because we're already at war against him. Fair enough. Well, once that's over, we're obviously going to pledge to join the, We're obviously going to pledge to join the Crusade as soon as possible here. I very much doubt it'll go through. I imagine it'll almost immediately be cancelled again. But hey, we can try and help out if it's possible. Come on, either declare your... There we go. 7,000 men. Okay, this should be very, very easy then. So not only can we probably rebel this fairly simply here, but we can also go and help out against Zeus there too. Try and set up a new Christian kingdom. What is this? Oh, I sent some guy roses. You're welcome, by the way. It's a Benedictine order rubbish there. Grand tournament is still going on. I did start a grand tournament, and I'm kind of glad that it didn't get interrupted by the war here. I thought, why not? You know, let's let our knights have a little bit of fun. Let's let them train up their martial skills, whatever else there. Right, okay. So, what do we want to get stuck in with first? So it is Mercia. They are all the way up in, essentially, what is the Midlands in England. I guess we'll just wait for them to... come to us, and then we'll fight them afterwards. Then I want to go and help out against this conquest with Zeus, because I feel like we could do some good work up there. Selling some more of our various stuff that we've sort of accrued here. What have we got in our treasury, then? I really should keep a closer eye on this. We've got... Oh, my God, we don't have a mount right now. Maybe I should speak to China. Although, we do obviously want the 5,000 for an invasion, because that's how much an invasion costs, right? Can we maybe send them something? Send them a demigod. No, I kind of like him to be a commander, to be honest with you. We'll send this guy instead. Here, you can have... Oh, why not? Oh, because he's ill. Okay, fine. What if I send you this fella here? A great guy. I want to get 1,000 to try and get that rare Chinese horse that everyone sort of corrected me about in yesterday's episode. We can send our angel-blooded daughter. Absolutely not. You can have her, though. He likes concubines, apparently, so we got a little bonus out of that, too. Panacea, 500 grace. I don't know whether or not that's would be considered a heathen artifact. It does apparently cure all ills. So instead... We're going to request ourselves a Chinese horse. Boom. What do we get? Come on, please tell me we've got the... Where is it? Oh, do we have to wait? Here we go. So there's a 66% chance of adding the ceremonial horse. 33... Oh, man. Maybe the horse's health is reduced because they have a famine or plague. Fine. Does that mean someone that already has that extremely rare Chinese horse I was talking about last time? Please tell me we got a war horse. We got bloody ceremonial horse. Well, I guess we can equip our banner, so it's not a big deal. Let's get this one equipped, so that's level reinforcement rate. Movement speed plus 5% is also quite nice, and that'll do for the time being, I think. That's pretty good. The horse was called the Red Hare, I think. Let me see if I can track this down. Do you have it? Do you have it? Hang on. There it is. So you can sort of see why I wanted that. It's absolutely unbelievable. Movement speed plus 50%, pursuit plus 10%, skirmish damage, melee damage, combat planes, farmland step. It's absolutely insane. It's also got the traits Fair and Swift, gives bonus prestige and vassal opinion to its owner, and it's more effective in speed-based mounted combat. That's insane. I can't believe could we steal it? Obviously not, because she's on the other side of the world, but man, I wish we could have got that instead, because that is broken. I'll be honest, I think it's completely overpowered. There must be a god on the center there. Tell me there's not a god on the center. This is exactly why we need to be purging these heretics and cleansing the unclean. 900 men just beat 5,100. We've got to go help out. I'm sorry, I can't just stand here and watch many good Christian men and women die to the forces of infidels. Addon, get on board. Let's go, Giordano. Let's go and stop him here, my friend. And of course, as soon as I start getting the forces together, ready to go and try and help out with this Reconquista, our good friends from Mercia would turn up. Right, let's get on the center of this one instead, and maybe we can try and repel them here. Why have we spawned in at half morale? Oh my god, did they come off of boats? Oh, that's not ideal. Well, those guys from Mercia are probably going to get annihilated here. Wait, they've got a trade post in our capital. Oh, someone we are hostile to do anyway. I mean, I hope we could get rid of that since we could build our own. In fact, can we build one? We could build trade posts. I can't believe I've been ignoring that. We really need to get rid of this one then, huh? Right, chase him down. That's 49% war score already in that one. How are we doing with the Reconquista? Minus 18%. You know what? It's not a big deal. We've clawed back more difficult wars than that. Look at the war with Perun. Now, who is on the center of these then? Army of Prince Hades. Oh, God. And then we've also got Olympian Army. Oh, God. So Hades is leading the center on that one, huh? So if we try and fight that, we're going to get annihilated. Reinforce the troops. I imagine they are gunning for us there, aren't they? There we go. We've got 9,300. I still don't think it's enough. I mean, we've probably won the war against Mercia no matter what, right? Let's bring the boats together in this province. Get personal in gold, lose 300 prestige. Oh man, we can try and help out with the steel furnace, but there's a chance of us. We don't need prestige. You know what? No, there is no prestige in the kingdom of the Lord. We will help out the peasants and try and bring some economy to the realm. I'm really glad we did that. Right, go and help out. Okay, they're turning around. Why are they not going for us? Why are they not going for us, Hades? What are you planning, my man? Oh, hang on. Okay, they've completely pissed off. Fine. So we've got a pretty sizable army here. In fact, it's so big, we're losing troops to attrition, so we might as well assault some things down here. Okay, it's just a Reconquista, so the entire thing counts as war score, right? Oh my god, Zeus is leading 27,000 men over. China, now would be the time for you to stop being expansionist and really help me out. What about these guys? Oh, there's so many. Okay, let's pick up the smaller units and at least try and do some damage. Maybe they'll die to attrition. Maybe some of their troops will disappear. Hades versus... Oh, it's Hermes now. Hermes on the center versus us. I don't like these odds, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. We can go on a leisurely ride around... No, absolutely not. 71%. We go hunting. Yeah, that's not an un-Christian thing to do, I'd say. Auto-balance these units. Let's make sure we are quite nicely done here. We could put everyone on the center. It's a risky strategy, because if they have a god on the flank, we would be melted. We'd be melted. So I'd rather have something like this, just in case they do. That way, at least we can retreat with more survivors. Keep the trade route running. Okay, so it begins. To be fair, seeing as we're up against Hermes, a god with almost as much martial as us, and he's losing 39 and we lost 62, we're doing better than I thought. Oh man, I want to keep an eye on his tactics, sort of see what he's firing here. Because I imagine these gods get access to unique tactics. Just shield wall, okay, interesting. Oh no! A harrow hits my horse's side. Well, I mean, it is Hermes. You kind of expect to be pretty good with a bow, huh? Come on. If we kill the... Oh, my God. If we've done it. We killed all his men. I don't think we were able to kill Hermes, but we killed all his men. That's big. That's really, really big. Because now we know that these gods aren't exactly unbeatable. Wow. Okay, that might be all it takes. Mercy... Reconquista lost. Did they get... Oh, man. They must have imprisoned whoever was leading the Reconquista's troops. Well, you know what? Even though we lost the war... We lost the battle, but we may have won the war with that. We've proven that these gods are not unbeatable. Hermes got routed by extremely the true steel. This is big. I think this is quite big. So you know what we should do now? Probably, again, keep going on the defense here. Where's Satan gone? Don't think you can escape me. Launch the Inquisition. This character is a foul heretic who devours the true faith. Launch an Inquisition to try and take them prisoner. You speak with your fellows in the Benedictine Order, and with your many connections, you arrange for the target to be apprehended and delivered to your capital. Oh my god, so he's got high intrigue. 30 intrigue means that this is a low chance of success. And of course, if we fail to capture Satan, he might do some damage. Come on, 34%. 34%. Cross everything you've got. Pray to whatever god you want to pray to. Holy shit, we did it. With the grace of God, you and your fellows descend on the heretic with pinpoint accuracy. Using the power of the Bible, you weaken the heretic and bundle them into the cart. Our chief weapon is surprise. We actually did it. Satan's in our prison. Holy shit, I wasn't expected to do that so easily. Alright, can we launch the... Oh my god, we can purge him as well. It's been however long that cooldown is. It's like a year or something along those lines. Burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean. We've got more than enough devotion now, probably because we're the head of the Benedictine Order, along with, you know, just being like the nicest, greatest Catholic who's ever lived. So well, that's pretty... Not that I'm saying we are, because that would be a very prideful thing to say, but you kind of get what I'm getting at. Purge the heretic. The fallen angel Lucifer, can we restore him back on the right path? That would be a very nice replacement for Brother La Baguette, huh? After sending word to your brothers in the Order, many of the most senior Catholic officials have gathered to begin the process of purging the heretic within your prison. 50-50. It's 50-50. It's an angel versus a fallen angel. Come on. Oh, shit. I mean, it was Lucifer. We were not prepared for that. The creature was too powerful for you and your fellow brothers in faith. The ritual extracted a heavy toll on both you and the heretic you tried to purge. It was a battle of the minds, and he beat us on this one. It's not as if we can't try again later on, though. So 50% chance he becomes lunatic, or 50% chance he becomes depressed. Then one of 5 options will happen. We can become lunatic, depressed, wounded, stressed. I mean, there's also a good chance of no effect there. Hopefully we don't become lunatic or possessed or anything. We got away with it. Man, we actually survived that, huh? What about him? What did he get? You got depressed. Probably because he's been thrown into a prison and we're trying to purge the goddamn life out of him, huh? That can also kill him. If we're not careful, we might accidentally kill him. If we're trying to recruit him back to the good guys, that's probably not the best way. I don't know why I'm surprised that we weren't able to purge Satan. Now that is worrying. I've only really just noticed the extent of what we're facing here. Olympus are pushing back the Celtic pantheon. Okay, Asgard and Olympus, I think, are definitely our biggest threats. Honestly, the Celtic pantheon losing Lu so early on, their high god, was crippling. Not only did they lose Lu, but they lost it. All of their full-blooded gods have just been killed at every turn. They expanded very quickly and very greedily, and they've really paid the price for it. They've got 185 living members of their pantheon, though, so there's a lot of god's blood kicking around. But my god, did they seriously extract a heavy toll on their people for that. And I think now Olympus, which of course is still under Zeus, or that most of their major gods are living, apparently... Who? Kronos the idiot. Zeus's son boiled his aunt Artemis. Okay, Zeus's son boiled Artemis, that's fine. And Zeus is having more pure-blooded kids as well, look at that. And Thymios, the Merry. Good lord. And what about Asgard? How are they doing as well? Thor Odin the Griffin, obviously, he's probably sired a whole bunch of demigods too. Wow. This is getting out of hand. Celtic Pantheon, kind of nerfed. We're still waiting for China to wake up, but I think we can probably take the fight to these guys to some extent. How many men have Zeus got? Almost 100,000 now. Shit. Oh, man. I've bitten off a little more than I can chew. We're also pledged to the crusade. The Pope basically said, hey, join my crusade, or I will, my god, I will do something to you. I mean, I don't know what he could do in this situation. He's basically a goddamn figurehead. Crusade for Italy. Recipient. My beneficiary will get all the titles. I'll stick to my breed. I think we'll keep the titles. We should also set up a beneficiary, though. Blanca. She is giant, but doesn't have the angel blood. Extremely, though, does have the angel blood. Another thing to worry about, who the hell's going to succeed us when all of this goes... Well, we've got Leo the Handsome with no angel blood. I don't really want that. Honestly, Brandamina would be a very good successor to have. She has cancer, but with the angel blood, we could try and cure her. And then, obviously, there's Extremely Death's Vault, who we need to marry off. My god. Oh, my god, I completely forgot about this. Okay, let's find you a wife. Elberard is a genius, so I think she might do the trick. My son, I have found you... My grandson, sorry, was a Galahad's son. Yeah, my grandson, I have found you a wife. Please have many children, because I'm very worried for the future of our dynasty here. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Assemble the mob. We're also going to burn down trade posts. And hopefully we do burn down the trade posts so we can build our own here. Who is this? Ragusa. They are all the way... Okay, they're actually in Olympus there. Okay, no, they bribed us. These guys are attacking. God knows what the hell they think they're going to succeed with 76... Maximum 7,600 men versus 4,000. And we've got mountains. And they're taking a neighbor... Oh my god, it's mountains too. It's mountains, and we're building a grand fortress. They are never going to kick us out here. Cancel the crusade. Honestly, kind of expected that after the previous 2 times they've cancelled that, huh? Get out, thank you very much, and let's go and hunt these guys down. We actually managed to bring down 14,000 men out of God knows where. Let's land them all in the east then, and let's quickly put this down, because this war's been going on for ages, and it's kind of becoming a pain in the ass right now. Chance of young Clarimond becoming charitable. More like... Charamond, I'm sorry. Right, extremely, get on the center. Let's get Damiano and Addon as well. I think we can win this. I think we can win. We're taking the river crossing, we're attacking these mountains, whatever else. Who's on the center? Now, this guy has, like, no god's blood, right? Or is at least he's a demi... No, he's got nothing. He's just a random human man. How dare he think he can stand against us? Ooh, actually, he did do slightly more damage than I was kind of comfortable letting happen there, but they've done a lot of damage to the realm. Man, they managed to siege a whole bunch of shit here. Get out of here. Good lord. Okay, let's take this one. Oh! That's a province of theirs right there? Wait, what? Who is at war with us? What is this? Why are you... This guy's not at war with us. Oh, is he joined as an ally? He's joined as an ally. Right, okay, that explains a lot. I was very confused then for a second. Right, let's take back our provinces and let's kick this guy out. There we go, that should solve that problem. In fact, why don't we just enforce demands? There we go. Goodbye. That's a nice amount of gold. Now, I am trying to build up these castles as soon as possible, build up these tribes into castles as soon as possible, try and maximize our troops. It is taking quite a long time because the build time has gone down. I assume we've lost our scholar bureaucrat, something along those lines. Again, we'll go for our war camps and everything too. This is insane. This island is so well fortified at this point. Fantastic start. China is now out of their Great Famine. However, they're still expansionist, which means we still can't cause an invasion. They're still trying to, you know, expand their own borders right now, which is fair enough. Okay, fine. I won't hold it too much against you there. We should be going and looking for another artifact. Bishop, what have you got? Seamless Robes of Jesus. I mean, he's a man with sins and virtues, but he is a zealous bishop. I couldn't steal from him. That's not right. That's not... What's Satan got? Oh my god, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. Destiny. Whoa. Yoink. Whoa, that released him from our prison. I didn't agree to that shit. Hang on a minute. Okay, alright. Okay, we're going to have to lodge another Inquisition against him. Well, I guess we can send that sword, though, off to China. So send that to China, and then we can call in a scholar bureaucrat, help build things up. I'm going to be honest, I didn't realize that would release him from prison. It's okay, it's not a big deal. Let's launch the second Inquisition. Proceed with the plan. We are... I was going to say, we're not going to succeed this time, are we? Okay, that's... My mistake. But with the scholar bureaucrat, you know what, in hindsight, it wasn't actually that bad a play, because look at this crazy amount of building we can do now. Artifact room, blacksmith, there we go, and this is now, more or less, Germanic warrior lodge. What? Wait, Provençals is Latin? Has culture Provençals? Is this some sort of, like, Germanic-based Latin culture? Is that, like, what French is to Frankish or something like that? I really have no idea. Fine, upgrade to a castle. Boom, there it is. Nice, very nice. And of course we got all of those things. That's why I wanted to fully upgrade them first, so that when we convert it over to a castle, you keep them and they're actually a lot stronger. Speaking of keep, let's get another 10% levy size out of that too. I'm just gonna upgrade the shit out of this, because this could be very, very valuable to us in the future. Like, the amount of troops we can stretch from this castle is gonna be... I mean, just look at the bar changing. That's another 5,000 men right there. This is what we need to be able to stop Zeus. Another... Yeah, good one. Yeah, I imagine this is going to go down well, huh? With every new pope comes a new crusade to cancel. Fantastic. Now, what do we need for this one, then? Is it sort of a similar thing? Yeah, we've got a lot to upgrade there, so I'll move them over and carry on blitzing that one through. Oh, this is going to bring us some gold. Holy shit, I didn't even think about this. Look at the build cost modifiers. So, Perun. What? He's after a flower war. He's just here to kill. He's just here to kill and murder. Oh, my God. Okay, and what happens if we surrender to him? We lose 100 prestige, 100 piety, gains 100 piety, 100 prestige. All captured enemy troops will be sacrificed to the gods. I'm not allowing good Catholic men and women to be sacrificed to these false gods. Absolutely never going to happen. What I am going to build up is this, though, because this is going to bring us... So I can't even begin to describe how much gold we're going to get from this and how quickly this is going to change the game for us. Hopefully we can afford all the upgrades, because, I mean, look at this already. This is pretty nuts. It's been a fairly slow one. Again, we've had to be on the defensive, which is fairly annoying, I will admit. But again, there's not much we can do about that. It is going to be a war of attrition, but I really want to start some major expansion. I don't really know where to start going for. France is being assimilated by El, but the Holy Roman Empire is just about holding out there. we need to seriously start thinking of a game plan, because we are quickly going to end up being the only Catholic state in the world. I mean, this is a lonely world for us. This is a really lonely world for us. Taking back Italy should be our top priority. China are almost there. When China is out of this expansionist, we'll send them after Olympus. It'll be a two-pronged attack. We will take back Italy, and then we'll start building our own holy realm. Please bear with me, because this is going to require a lot of planning. But when we succeed, holy shit, is that going to be best play I've ever made in CK2. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons that made this series possible in the first place. New Patreon list will be available tomorrow. They are taking their sweet ass time with it, although granted it normally comes out on the first of the month, but hopefully there are no payment processes this month and that type of thing. Anyway, thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Amosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sedini, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Lundeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratfall, Nathan Flores, Necrophilim, Pelvis Presley, Scott, Skaz, Shayok Sinclair, Sir Thor the Swede, Stannis the Manus, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, and Baculus Backers. Thank you for your support, the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for keeping the channel going. It's much appreciated. And we've got to give a shout out, well, of course, to Acero, and in person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Betmus Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Duncan217, easier to pronounce name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Demar, Hancock, Icy the Grey, Irish, Isaac, Israel, Jacob Wolf, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jason, Jose, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Lemon Startless Me, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan, Samu, Pantherpel, Payne Dennisar, Russian Olgart, Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie, Yorker, Zach Pillar, Zico, and all the other patrons too. Thank you guys. See you all tomorrow.